Mikal Mahdi, justice served or justice denied. The execution of Mikal Mahdi by firing squad in South Carolina raises profound questions. Was this a just punishment for a heinous crime, or a brutal act that fails to address the complexities of a troubled life? Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Mikal Mahdi was executed by firing squad in South Carolina on Friday. This marked the end of a legal battle spanning 2 decades. He was convicted of the 2004 murder of off-duty police officer Captain James Meyers. The crime shocked the community and fueled a long pursuit of justice. This was the second firing squad execution in South Carolina this year. It highlights the state's controversial stance on capital punishment. Mahdi's execution was only the 5th firing squad execution in the U.S. since 1977. This method remains a rare and unsettling practice. Mahdi was 42 years old at the time of his execution. His life, marked by violence and mental illness, ended in a stark and brutal manner. He was hooded and shot in the heart by a 3-person firing squad. The clinical precision of the act stands in stark contrast to the chaotic nature of his crime. His attorney described the execution as a horrifying act. This underscores the emotional and ethical weight of capital punishment. The firing squad stood behind a wall with an opening for rifles, 15 feet from Mahdi. This arrangement emphasizes the impersonal nature of the execution. A small aim point was placed over his heart. This detail highlights the calculated and deliberate nature of the act. Bullet-resistant glass separated the death chamber from the witness room. This physical barrier symbolizes the distance between the execution and public scrutiny. The murder occurred on Meyers Farm in 2004. It was a crime that shattered a community and left a family devastated. Mahdi ambushed Meyers, shooting him 9 times. The brutality of the attack speaks to a deep-seated rage and violence. Mahdi poured diesel fuel on Meyers' body and set him on fire. This act of desecration added another layer of horror to the crime. Mahdi stole Meyers' police truck and multiple guns. This suggests a motive beyond simple robbery, hinting at a deeper animosity. Meyers' wife found his body. The discovery was a traumatic event that forever altered her life. Attorneys argued for Mahdi to be spared due to childhood abuse and mental health issues. They presented a case for mitigating circumstances. They highlighted repeated suicide attempts and trauma. These factors, they argued, should have been considered more fully during sentencing. The defense argued that a complete picture of Mahdi's life was not presented. Mahdi acknowledged his guilt, stating his actions were irremediable. This admission, however, did not sway the court. Mahdi's attorney said he chose firing squad as the lesser of 3 evils. This reveals the grim choices faced by those on death row. The firing squad is legal in 5 states: South Carolina, Mississippi, Utah, Oklahoma, and Idaho. Its use remains controversial. South Carolina defended the constitutionality of all its execution methods. The state maintains its right to carry out capital punishment. South Carolina executed Brad Keith Sigmon by firing squad on March 7th. This was another instance of the state utilizing this method. It was the first execution in the U.S. using the method since 2010. This marked a resurgence of the firing squad as a means of execution. Mahdi suffered physical and emotional abuse as a child. This early trauma likely played a significant role in his later life. He was diagnosed with major depressive disorder at age 9. This early diagnosis points to a long history of mental health struggles. He spent significant time in solitary confinement as a juvenile. This isolation likely exacerbated his mental health issues. Attorneys argued the sentencing judge lacked information about his troubled past. They claimed this omission led to an unjust sentence. Meyers began his career with the Orangeburg Fire Department in 1974. He dedicated his life to public service. He became a police captain for the Orangeburg Public Safety Department. He was a respected figure in the community. He was an avid outdoorsman who loved fishing, hunting, and scuba diving. He enjoyed the simple pleasures of life. He bought a piece of farmland that he worked hard to make his own. This farm became a symbol of his hard work and dedication. Mahdi's execution was the 12th in the U.S. this year. The debate over capital punishment continues to rage. 2 more executions are scheduled this month in Texas and Alabama. The pace of executions remains steady. 25 inmates are set to be executed in the U.S. in 2025. The future of capital punishment in the U.S. remains uncertain. The execution of Mikal Mahdi forces us to confront difficult questions about justice, punishment, and the value of human life. Was justice truly served, or did a flawed system fail to address the root causes of a tragic crime? Call to action. Educate yourself on the complexities of capital punishment. Research the arguments for and against its use. Contact your elected officials and voice your opinion on this critical issue. Support organizations working to reform the criminal justice system and address the underlying causes of violence. Only through informed action can we hope to create a more just and equitable society.